Hello, Keyforgers. It's Brobnar89. Back again with another episode of groundbreaking discovery here on Cull the Weak. Some more dark tidings. Tidings darkest indeed. We have got Emptina reluctant Evermother. You do not want a reluctant Evermother. That's unfortunate. Let's see what we got here. We got Star Alliance, we got Fishes, and we got Untamed. I always love when I have Untamed and Unfathomable in the same deck because I am unable to keep the house that I'm talking about straight. So hopefully that doesn't trip me up too much here with the Evermother. Pretty neat name. Alrighty, let's see what we've got today. Captain Val, what a great way to start a deck. I love it. 5 power, 1 armor. While Captain Val is in the center of your battle line, you may play 1 card that is not of the active house during your turn. Really strong tempo card. Okay, another one. CXO Tabor, 3 power alien cricks, fight/reap. You may play or use a non-Star Alliance creature this turn. What is this? Worlds Collide? Come on. I mean, I love it. Those are both great cards. I'm not complaining. Another Worlds Collide card. Force Field. It's an upgrade with a Amber Pip on it. This creature gains reap. Ward this creature, not warp. That would be great on either of those creatures. That's really strong card. Like to see that. Okay, Static Collection Array. Here's a Dark Tidings card. It's got an Amber Pip. It's an artifact. Your keys cost -1 while the tide is high and +1 while the tide is low. So we'll see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to with that one. Ambervac, also an upgrade. Play, raise the tide. This creature gains at the start of your turn if the tide is high. Capture 2. A little bit of Amber control there. Biome Discovery is an action with an Amber Pip on it. Play if the tide is high. You may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and discard one of them. Otherwise, raise the tide. Grand Alliance Council. Very good. I'm very happy to see this. This is an action. Play, choose a creature of each house. Destroy each creature not chosen. Very, very strong removal here. Really solid board wipe. One of the best in the set. And yeah, just the choice, the ability to choose which creatures go and stay makes a huge difference. So really happy to see that. Lieutenant Walmart. Walmart is the real name, but we like to call him Walmart. He's a 3 power creature, an alien scientist. Play, fight, reap if the tide is high. Keys cost +3 during your opponent's next turn. Very happy to see that. Get that Amber control in there. Operative Espion, excuse me. 4 power creature with elusive. After a player raises the tide during their turn, they may use a creature they control. More of that house cheating. Very strong to see. Very happy to see it. It is a universal effect, so your opponent can take advantage of it. So it might be a discard in some spots. Okay, we have 2 of them. Let's hope we see lots of tide control cards to get value off of that. Rocketeer Triska is a 4 power human. While the tide is high, Rocketeer Triska's neighbors enter play ready. That could be really great with the Tabor, if you get that down at the same time. Being able to house cheat or make your opponent's keys really expensive if that's what the situation calls for. Science Officer Guncan, 2 power creature, elusive. After a player chooses an active house which matches no cards in play, steal 1. Great little Amber control card there. Ooh, I'm happy to see this. This is the first time I've seen this card. Corrode. It's got an Amber Pip. It's an action. Choose 1. Destroy an artifact, destroy an upgrade, or destroy a creature with armor. Really strong. Hard R is great to have. That's probably what it's going to be most of the time. But there are situations where you might need to get rid of a creature or a pesky creature or upgrade that's just in your way. So really neat to see that. The Chosen One. This is a very strong card. 9 power Aquan creature. Instead of readying creatures they control during their ready card step, your opponent deals 1 damage to the Chosen One for each exhausted creature they control. Really slows your opponent down, makes it very hard for them to get into the game. A turn 1 play of this can just mess up the whole start of the game for your opponent. Illusions of Grandeur. Also a great card. Amber Pip on an action. Choose a house on your opponent's identity card. If your opponent does not choose that house as their active house on their next turn, gain 3. So giving your opponent a strong incentive to choose a particular house, but not forcing them to do it. Wrath or Ruin is an action. Play, choose 1. Destroy a flank creature or return 2 enemy creatures to their owner's hands. Interesting. Okay. So some spot removal or bounce as the situation calls for. I like it. That's great. More bounce. Bubbles, 5 power. Put an enemy creature on top of its owner's deck. This deck is looking pretty strong. That bounce and tempo control is really helpful. A second one of those. Can't say I'm sad to see that. That's really cool. Okay, Hookmaster, 4 power, 1 armor. Aquan creature, fight. If the tide is high, your opponent loses 2. A little bit of amber control there. A second one of those. Okay. Horrid Cyan, a 4 power creature with poison. Photic Raider, a 2 power creature with the ability play, capture 2 while the tide is high. Photic Raider gets +4 power. A little bit of amber control there. Sink or swim. Play, choose 1. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand or exhaust a creature in each of its neighbors. Again, the choice cards are just so good, and those are both solid choices, so very situation dependent. Ricola, 3 power Reap. Keys cost +2 during your opponent's next turn. Great. Lots of key cost control in this deck so far. Ambermancy has an Amber Pip on it. It's an action. Remove up to 3 +1 power counters from a creature. Gain 1 amber for each counter removed this way. Hopefully we'll see some power counter manipulation cards to make use of that. Fangtooth Cavern has got an Amber Pip on it. It's an artifact. At the end of your turn, destroy the creature. Destroy the least powerful creature. Excuse me. It's gonna, I think, come down to matchup here because we have some creatures that are not super duper powerful that we want to keep around. A number of 3s, a few 2s. So it'll depend on situation and matchup, I think. A second Fangtooth Cavern. Okay. Yikes. That's maybe not good. Let's see if we have hopefully we have lots of power counter cards in this Untamed here that are going to help boost our own power so that we don't have to be hitting our own creatures with the Fangtooth Cavern. Instrument of Silence. This creature gains skirmish and fight, gain 1. Strong card. That could be really good on one of our Hookmasters. It'd be really helpful. Deepwater Gruin, 2 Amber Pips on it. 5 power Beast. Play /Reap. If the tide is low, your opponent gains 1. That's a strong card. Flumph, skirmish, fight, give a beast creature 2 +1 power counters. That could work with the Ambermancy. That could help you out. Keyfrog, all right. 2 power destroyed, forge a key at current cost. Love Keyfrog, such a good card. Mookling, all right, more amber control here. This is a 2 power creature. Your opponent's keys cost +2, where X is Mookling's power. Really hoping we have some big amber or some big power token cards in the last 4 cards here. Reap or Sow, choose 1, ready and reap with a friendly creature, or give 3 +1 power counters to 2 creatures distributed as you choose. Well, there you go. That'll help out with Mookling. That'll help out with Ambermancy. So that's pretty good. Let's get another one of those. The Fittest. Okay, well, that'll work. Give each friendly creature a +1 power counter. Great. Way of the Pixie. This creature gains Reap, gain 1. Witch of the Dawn. All right. 3 power Human Witch. Return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. So that could be really good for Keyfrog. That could be good for the Mookling for the right situation. Deepwater Gruin, get some burst. Cool. Okay. So Keyfrog does work very well with the Fangtooth Cavern, so that's definitely a consideration when thinking about Fangtooth Cavern here. Let's go ahead and look at the Amber. If we have a lot of burst, this might be a pretty strong deck with that Keyfrog. Let's see. Way of the Pixie, we can count for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With the fittest, with 2 cards or 3 cards that can affect power counters, I think we can count this for like 1. So put it up to 8, 9, possibly more, 10. 11, 12, 13. 13, so not a ton of Amber Pips in here, but enough to get things going. And with some of the house cheating that's possible, like the Operative Espeon might be able to take you to the next level. Kunkan, and Illusions of Grandeur are going to either act as Amber Burst or as sort of control. So those will work in either way. I do like the Grand Alliance Council. Really strong to have some removal. Need that in a deck. Yeah, and the key cost control is pretty good. Not a ton of Amber control. A lot of it coming from the Unfathomable here. But I think with the disruption that we see, there's enough that you'll be able to take care of a lot of different situations and get some house cheating in with your Star Alliance here. Static Collection Array, I think, is probably a play. We don't have a ton of control cards for Tide, but yeah, actually, I think we only have the 1. So maybe we don't play Static Collection Array unless our opponent's not playing Dark Tidings. Because, yeah, the Amber Vac and Static Collection Array together would make it really hard for your opponent not to take the Tide. Force them to take those chains. Yeah. Efficiency out of Val, really strong. And Tabor, really happy to see that. So this looks like it could be a pretty fun deck. I think it's going to be decently strong. Definitely want to try it out. I do love me some key cheats, so can't wait to get this one up on TCO. I've been Brobnar89. This is another edition of Groundbreaking Discovery here on Cull the Weak. Keep forging those keys. I will see you next time.